So this video is basically to show you how to set up your TBS TANGO 2 transmitter for your quadcopter. So I go through the physical side of the transmitter and also the setting up model for your transmitter. So I hope you guys like and enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Until next time, just remember quadcopter is not rocket science. So everything with this Crossfire system is good. It has solid link, and if you want to use this with your DJI FPV system, you can use this because this has a different system to the DJI original transmitter, the FPV transmitter. So I don't know what sort of system this DJI uses, but in terms of controlling, they are comparable, and a lot of people on YouTube, a few of them has done a range test for the DJI FPV controller, and it also goes out to quite a distance, more than 4 kilometers. So it also has good penetration. So if you want to use this DJI remote controller, then I can recommend that because it's very similar to the link on this Crossfire transmitter, and also it's a very strong link. It's easier to update your DJI FPV controller and the receiver because you update them separately, and then the radio link is not lost. The TBS Crossfire is now able to be multi-bind, which means that if you bind your receiver to one Crossfire transmitter, then you can use it on another Crossfire transmitter. If you go through the messy setup, have to connect to the Wi-Fi, it still doesn't work for me. I can't get it to do multi-bind. So Crossfire itself is good in terms of the radio link, and in terms of binding it's easy, and in terms of updating it's easy, but then you have the problem of having to rebind your receiver, and if you want to multi-bind, you have to go through a messy setup process to get to multi-bind, and it still doesn't work. Other than that, it works really well. So if you come across the TBS TANGO 2 for the first time, or the Nano module or the micro module, you're going to have to know a little bit about the receiver so that you can then solder that to your quadcopter. So if you buy a set of the micro or nano transmitter module, they'll give you the Nano Receiver. So normally when you go across to a new type of protocol, especially the TBS TANGO 2 or TBS Crossfire, it's a bit daunting. So my aim is to show you this receiver so that you don't be afraid. It took me a while to come across to TBS TANGO 2 and also the Crossfire because I was a little bit afraid of wiring the receiver. So you can see this is the Nano Receiver. This is where you plug in your antenna, and this is the binding button. So when you attach your Crossfire Nano Receiver for the first time, it goes into a bind mode automatically. Otherwise, you just need to press the button here. So all you need to worry about the wiring is just these 4 packs. This is ground, the first one, then power, the second one, then receive, third one, transmit, the last one. So the receive one will go to your Quadcopter flight controller transmit, and the transmit will go to receive. So usually you have the black wire for ground, yeah, and then the red wire for power, yeah, the yellow wire for receive, yeah, and then the white wire for transmit here. So after you have wired this up, they provide you with a shrink wrap that you can use to put it inside there, and then to protect the receiver. It comes with two types of antenna. This is a lighter one that you can use to put in your micro, and this is the connector. The other one is this connector antenna. It's an immortal T. It comes with all the plastic tubing already. It's just that it's a bit more heavier than the other one, so you can put it on your bigger quad. Just line it up and press. So this is how I attach the antenna to my quadcopter. I run it through the quad, and the receiver is here. And then the white wire I run it to here, and the other three wires are on the connector somewhere there. So in relation to binding,
welcome to Tango 2.
It's also very easy to do. All you need to do is just go into the press the menu button, and for your nano or your micro transmitter, you also go into the lure script. So this is a Crossfire menu. So all you need to do is just select, go to the Tango 2 Crossfire, and press scroll wheel, and then just go to scroll down to bind and press bind. Then it will then automatically bind with your receiver. So when it has connection, your receiver will ask the Tango 2 or your micro or nano transmitter, then will ask you whether you want to update your receiver. Just press enter, and it will automatically update for you. So now you can use your transmitter and your receiver, and it's connected. The only issue that I find with the TBS Crossfire is that if you update your transmitter, you need to rebind your Crossfire receiver, and then you have to then update your Crossfire receiver. This is a pain because if you have a lot of quadcopter with Crossfire, you have to do it for every one of your quadcopter receiver. You need to get it rebind. So let me show you how my model works. So A is to arm the quad. I'll show you the screen. As soon as I press the A button, then the timer starts and the quad is armed. So C is the mode switch, and then D is for beeper.
3 minutes.
So you can then reset the timer by pressing E button here. So let me show you. Let me press E button, then the timer is reset. So you can disarm. So with the TBS Tango 2, all you need to do is just to set up one model to activate all the necessary switches and buttons that you require, and you can use that for all your quads. So I'm just going to show you what mine looks like, and you can follow this if you want. So you can see on the first page you have the SA down, which is the arm switch, and then once it's armed, then the timer will start. I normally set my timer for 3 minutes and 15 seconds, and then I also set the countdown to be voiced, so it will count down the timer in the last 10 seconds. And then I go to next page. I don't do anything with this page, and I don't do anything with inputs, but I do something with the mixes. So with the switches, I use A for arm, C for mode, and D for beeper. And I don't do anything with outputs. Nothing here. Nothing on in logical switches. And I just set the switch E to reset the timer. So this TBS Tango 2 comes with 9 sets of gimbals, and depending on where you buy it, you may or may not have this neck strap holder. You can buy it separately. This is the scroll wheel and click wheel, and this is a page. You can hold the page to go back a page, and then quick press it to go forward, then the menu button, then exit. Underneath you can have the USB-C cable port for charging and data transfer, and this is an audio port for maybe trainer. So at the top you have A, B, C, D, E, and F. Then you have a soft rubber grip at the back. The battery is built in, and you charge it through this port. And the antenna, you can flip it up, and you can go sideways, and you can stand it on the table. And the radio comes with OpenTX, and it's very similar to all OpenTX's type of radio, so you can easily program it to your liking. So this is great for summer. You can do it this way, and it's also great for pincher. You can pinch it this way. The way you grip for pinch is probably safer to grip like that, and then you pinch, and then for timer you just push your finger down a bit like that, you just grip it like that, and you can thumb.